Hello, and welcome to this example training activity for the SD-WAN Proof of Value training program. In this example activity, specialist engineers will focus on developing mastery of intermediate case analysis. Before going into the details of the activity, it's important to set the context regarding where this activity resides within the overall program and how it addresses the identified needs of the target audience. The Proof of Value program consists of 4 e-learning courses and 1 2-day classroom course. The entire program concludes with a 6-hour authentic performance assessment to ensure the specialist engineers have mastered the 5 competencies associated with conducting customer proof of value engagements. Specialist engineers all have basic competency in the subject area before entering into the program. The needs assessment identified 4 critical requirements for the program, including a focus on customer situation or case analysis, feedback during instruction, and opportunities to develop designs based on their analysis. It is important to establish the link between the activity, the objectives achieved in the activity, and the goals of the program. This activity is aligned to Stakeholder Goal 2. Customer analysis is one of the 5 critical skill areas that must be mastered as part of the program. As we get into the details of the activity, a few key adult learning principles will be noted. Specialist engineers were surveyed during the needs assessment, providing clear requirements for the program. Their involvement in the development of the program is the first principle in action. The activity opens with an acknowledgement of the specialist engineer's experience and existing conceptual understanding of the SD-WAN solution. Every task within the activity is something that a specialist engineer will do as part of conducting a proof of value engagement with a customer. Lastly, specialist engineers are problem solvers, from identifying needs to overcoming obstacles to addressing customer business and technical outcomes. Finding solutions is what these engineers do every day. The training program utilizes problem solving in almost every activity. Now that we know the key adult learning principles to look for, it's time to look at the activity in detail. This 15-minute intermediate case study activity is designed to provide specialist engineers with an opportunity to analyze a customer case to determine which of 10 possible proof of value topologies best support the customer's needs. The focus area for this activity is on customer requirement analysis. The activity is comprised of 3 enabling objectives and 1 terminal learning objective, as noted on the left side of the graphic. Each enabling objective is mapped to a different instructional strategy as shown in the upper portion of the graphic. Each pair of engineers in the class receive a different case study to analyze. Using their prior understanding developed during the e-learning portion of the program, students are now putting their conceptual understanding into practice. Each case study has 4 customer requirements, and the engineer must identify at least 3 before moving on. The facilitator is able to perform a spot check formative assessment to ensure the engineer is able to complete the first portion of the activity. The estimated time to complete this portion of the exercise is between 2 and 5 minutes. Once completed, the specialist engineers are directed to a think, pair, share exercise with their partner. In this exercise, the specialist engineers share their findings with their partners and discuss any differences or similarities in their analysis. If any differences are noted, they are to briefly discuss what impact the difference might have on customer outcomes and their proof of value topology selection. This portion of the exercise helps engineers build confidence in their skills and develop awareness of how critical analysis is on customer outcomes. Formative assessment by the facilitator examines whether the engineer is able to assess the impact incomplete data will have on customer outcomes. This exercise should take 3 to 5 minutes. In the last portion of the activity, the engineers are asked to propose 1 primary and 1 alternate proof of value topology matched to the customer requirements. The engineer should also be able to justify their proposal by linking the topology to the customer requirements. The facilitator evaluates the proposed topologies and justifications as part of a formative assessment to determine if the proposal is supported by the data and the reasoning is logical. This part of the activity is estimated to take 3 to 5 minutes. The entire activity concludes with the facilitator summarizing what has been accomplished, the conclusions drawn by the participants, and the key skills the specialist engineers use to complete the tasks. The Proof of Value program is massive in scope with bold goals. Although this activity briefing is but a small glimpse into a much larger program, it does reflect the general principles upon which the program is built. Lecture is minimized while activities aligned to performance are prioritized. This program represents an evolution in customer engagement. It places the customer at the center and looks outward. It enables customers to experience our company in a way that is aligned to the way they see value. Customers are looking for proof solutions work to solve their technical and business needs before they make an investment. This program prepares specialist engineers to provide that proof, ushering in an entirely new customer-centric sales experience. Thank you.